Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to see how we can create one interactive full application from SharePoint list without writing any single line of code, without using Power App. It's a blessing for business users. They can actually build out their own scenarios based on their business data without asking any developer or without contacting any development team. So over here, I have this data export list, and this is one of the interactive dashboard is built using that list without writing single line of code. So this is the use case we are going to talk about today. So for this, building out this interactive application, we are going to take help of Microsoft 365 Copilot. No development experience is required. It's just user can interact directly into natural language and Copilot can understand the SharePoint list data and generate an application based on your business requirement. So let's talk about it. So before building out this application, we have to have some settings, some prerequisites done into your environment. So we have to have the knowledge scopes enabled and connect a SharePoint list. Then we can use the Microsoft 365 Copilot to generate this interactive application. So how to enable the knowledge scopes? For that, you need to, if you are not the admin of your tenant, then you need to contact your admin team, and where they have to enable the two settings for you. So first thing is your organization should assign Microsoft 365 Copilot license to you, and then they have to connect to the SPO service environment, your environment, and then set the SPO tenant knowledge agent scope as all sites so that your site can have this Copilot enabled. If you are already tenant admin for your SharePoint environment, then you can have this SharePoint PowerShell installed. So this command import module Microsoft Online SharePoint.PowerShell. So once this is done, you can execute the SharePoint Online PowerShell commands. So you can have this module imported first, and then afterwards you can use this connect SPO service to your tenant address. So this is my tenant address. So I can copy this, and once I entered it, so it will be asked me to sign in with my web. I pick an account. So this account should be your tenant admin. And once this is done, then you can just execute this set SPO tenant knowledge agent scope all sites. I can just run this one. So once this is done, then your SharePoint environment is enabled to use the Microsoft 365 Copilot. And from a setting perspective, you are all set. So as I said, we are going to take help of knowledge scopes. We just enabled the knowledge scope. So let's understand what knowledge scopes are. So Microsoft 365 Copilot doesn't automatically use every piece of information in your organization for every scenario. So instead, Microsoft introduced something called knowledge scopes. So think of knowledge scopes as trusted business knowledge that Copilot is allowed to use. So you can create your own scopes. For example, for this data, for this SharePoint site, you can actually create one specific scope, and that would be targeted to this site. For example, an HR Copilot may only search the HR related documents. Finance Copilot may search only the invoice or financial records. So you can create those knowledge scopes. So as we enable the knowledge scope for all our sites, so we are directly ready to use knowledge scopes with Copilot. So let's start with a scenario where I'm going to create a SharePoint list. So let's create a SharePoint list using this list option into my site. And over here, I will say like create a list, and I will just say that as IT inventory or IT asset inventory. Now this list is created, and I have this Copilot enabled for this site. So I can launch this Copilot and can start interacting with this my list. So first of all, I will say create columns which I want into my this asset inventory list is, let's say, asset name. In a natural language, you can specify what different columns you need. So asset type, assign employee, department, purchase date, warranty expiry, let's say, status, and serial number. So for this, I even don't need any knowledge of how to create columns or add columns or which type is actually relevant for me. For example, for employee, it has to be people picker column. So it will automatically create the people picker column for me. So I will just say enter. So now this my Copilot will take care of creation of all the columns which I had needed. So as many organizations already have multiple lists already, which has number of rows. So now they want to build out the interactive application out of that. So instead of like reaching out to developer team or development team, you can start building your own use cases, your own way of like interacting with those applications that makes business sense to you. Now you see, like I have all the columns already provisioned with this my Copilot, and along with that, I can actually ask to create the dummy 50 records so that we can have some data which is already present over there. So it gave me the pop-up to create items and I just clicked on create. So now it will start populating my this list with dummy data. So now I have all these assets assigned to this employee. And as a next step, as I said, business user has power to interpret their own data in their own business requirement fashion. So what I can do is I can just say to Copilot that I need one interactive HTML page which can be helpful for IT admin to look at information in dashboard style along with charts, and also modify the new and edit form in a intuitive aesthetic way. So now with this prompt, we gave the instruction to Copilot to design our interactive HTML, which I can share with my other team members. And also I can have the new and edit form in a intuitive style so that it's easy to fill out those information going forward. So once I enter, and Copilot is now understanding your business requirement, and then we are expecting one HTML dashboard, interactive dashboard as an output. So over here, Copilot first analyzes the SharePoint list. It understands the available columns, recognize all the field types, and understand the relationship between the data. And then it automatically generates an application interface. It automatically creates everything for you, and you are all set to go. So it gave us a interactive dashboard. If I click on this, it will open under my site assets. It created one HTML file under that. And now I have one interactive dashboard created with my existing data. Over here, I can see I have this total asset assigned 29, 10 available, warranty, risk, everything in one shot, which actually makes sense for my business users. New asset, if I click on new asset, it gave me this new form and which has all my fields, relevant fields, which I require to fill in. I can open the list from dashboard. I can refresh it. If some new entry came up, then it will automatically refresh show the latest data. Let's say I added one new item. I'm adding this printer HP, asset type, printer, assigned employee, department, IT, purchase date. I'm just filling out any random dates. So now I saved this new entry, and once I refresh it, it actually refreshed with that my live data. So it's not that it's generated one static HTML, now it's not connected to your list. It's very well connected to your list. It has everything in place. So what in behind the scene, what it does is like it uses a live data helper, which is an inbuilt method of this SharePoint Copilot, where like it actually connects everything to that live list. So if you wish to like understand what is there inside the code, you can download this file. You can open that file into, let's say, Notepad. You are curious like how this works is actually, you can just scroll down to the actual code. So if here we have this kind of type is list, type URL, this is list, and this enter exact URL of that list. Then under which web we have this list UID and the list name. So what it does is like it actually invokes one inbuilt live data helper method of Copilot to get the latest data, to fetch the latest data from your SharePoint and keep this dashboard live all the time. And you can refine this HTML. For example, I need to have some drill down. For example, if I select this chart, this donut chart, then select one sector, then it should filter out those things. So it can very well do that. You can keep on enhancing your HTML based on your requirement. This is a quick way like where you can build out any application out of your existing SharePoint list by help of this Microsoft 365 Copilot. You need not to understand the code. You need not to be having any development experience. Just interact in a normal natural language fashion and have your applications ready in few minutes. And just one more thing, this doesn't replace the custom coding. It doesn't replace the Power Apps, because Power Apps is still the right choice for complex business processes, advanced workflows, integration, enterprise-grade applications. But for many business scenarios where users simply need an intelligent interface over SharePoint data, then you can actually go through this Microsoft 365 Copilot offering, where it can create interactive dashboards for you. Basically targeting to business users, not replacing developers. But yes, you can build out the quick interfaces by yourself. So that is it for today. So today we explored one of the most exciting new capabilities into Microsoft 365 Copilot. We learned the knowledge scope and how to enable it, then how to turn your SharePoint list into actual application. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your comments. I will try to answer. Thank you.